Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am BorderWise, and welcome to Arbs, Animal Revolt Battle Simulator. So this is just something I spotted on Steam. It's still in early access, and I immediately was interested because I actually kind of like a battle simulator game. So this is in the same. It's a genre now, not so much as all ripping off a totally accurate battle simulator. It's basically, I guess, simplified RTS. I know that I did stuff like this a lot way back in the day with the Age of Empires scenario editor. So here's Arbs. So what makes this different? Well, this is both physics-based, but it also has some of the best animation. Well, you have to see it for yourself. It's really good. So I might have gotten overexcited when I first played this and played through all of the available campaign. So I guess there's no surprises there, really. But yeah, what the plan is, jump into the sandbox and do fun stuff. That's basically it. Just gonna show off the game a little bit, because it is actually really fun. It is just great to just muck around with it. I'm gonna load a map that I have kind of made before, and yeah, so yeah, it's a pretty battle simulator thing, and like, yeah, of course, and there's a whole bunch of different things. There's fantasy stuff, there's reptiles, infernals, ancient humans, modern humans, mutant primates, modern mammals, giant invertebrates, herbivore dinosaurs, carnivore dinosaurs, and you can make your own units, and we're gonna get to that in a bit, but I'm just going to have some classic matchups first. So first off, of course, is going to be a T-Rex versus Spinosaurus, because we all remember Jurassic Park 3, and I don't know about you, but that movie is terrible. Also, this game's not free of criticism like I am. Firstly, like, if for the paleontology nerds in the audience, the Spinosaurus is not accurate at all. This is years out of date, back in 2014. They found new fossils in Morocco, and so this is not what Spinosaurus actually looked like at all. Also, the T-Rex has 3 fingers for some reason, so that's no good. And also, I always feel like the tiger and the polar bear is underpowered, and the way they fight is essentially just run at things open-mouthed and only use their mouth, which that kind of sucks. But this is nitpicking, really. So let's get into the fight, and the way these things fight is just really cool, because it's both rigged very well from an animation perspective, but also it's physics-based. And the way that these guys just maul each other, I don't know, it's like, it's not realistic because they're too floppy for that, but yeah, it is like, it just really does look as if they're like biting each other and trying to tear each other to pieces. There's no dismemberment mechanic, unlike Beast Battle Simulator, but oh my goodness. Just check the health. Wow. I wasn't expecting the Spino to win. That's disappointing. Let's best of 3. Of course, it all depends on who gets the best bite on first. Because it's also interesting how there's a bit of customization with the units and how they don't all fight the same way. The Spinosaurus tends to kind of maul things. Oh dear. Whereas the Rex kind of like bites and throws. Oh wow. See? Grab the leg. Yep, leg broken, went into shock. T-Rex won quite handily. Alright, now it's time for the tiebreaker round. Who will win? Yep, see how the Rex just tries to throw things around? It's really cool the way Rexy does that. It's fantastic. Love it. Yum yum. I could watch stuff like this for ages, and because it's physics-based, it's a little bit random. It's not just the stats involved. Ouch. T-Rex bit through the hip, and yep, doing just fine. Okay, so that's one example. I'll show you what happens if you just pit a T-Rex against a bunch of elephants, because that's also a great matchup. I like pitting dinosaurs against modern animals, simply because, again, paleontology nerd here talking, I always like wonder what would happen if you introduced dinosaurs into, or prehistoric animals into a modern into modern ecology or vice versa, what would do better and what wouldn't. And I'm just gonna have 4 elephants. And you'll see that my money's on the Rex. Yeah, because the Rexy is designed to kill things like this. It's amazing. Yep, so throwing it like that, no worries. That's 1 elephant down. Deliberately not. Yeah, I love how the Rex does that. Just bites and throws. Just get out of my face. There we go. I also think that, like, I don't know, the modern mammals are where this, the dinosaurs are actually amazing in terms of, well, modeling and rigging for the most part. Except for the T-Rex's 3 fingers, but there's also interesting things like that. I have to show you. There's more obscure species in there, like Therizinosaurus. Although I guess that's reasonably famous now. And also, yeah, elephant steak, anyone? Alright, so just clear Team 2. I'll chuck in some things like that. So there's the old classics, things like Pachycephalosaurus, Parasaurolophus, and Carlosaurus, Stegosaurus, Triceratops. Therizinosaurus is great. It's the murder turkey. So if you don't know what this is, it's great. Also contemporary of things very similar to Tyrannosaurus Rex, so yeah. Reasonably good matchup. Also, yeah, I love how the Rex sometimes it just pulls things down. And just, I don't know, from a paleontological perspective, this is actually, well, this is not super accurate, but it's great for kind of imagining how a matchup between these two would actually go. And in this particular case, it was a fight to the death, and of course the Rex won, but the way the Therizinosaurus just kind of stabs at it, and the Rex actually sometimes had trouble getting a bite on. Well, not there, obviously. That was like almost instant kill. Also, that first bite would probably be game over. Yeah, it's always a fun matchup. It's just, this game might as well be called Pit T-Rex against things and see if it wins all the time. So, yeah. And I should probably mention at this point, like, there's a lot of stuff to go on. Like, I'll show you how derpy the tiger and polar bear looks, because it does look very derpy. So, I'm going to just go here. Tiger, 1, 2, and polar bear, 2. These guys don't fight particularly well, I feel. They just... The AI is very similar. They just run at each other, bite with the mouth. And that's not how either of those species fights. Yeah, this is nature nerd talking now. But yeah. Also the fact that the tiger endlessly makes leopard and lion noises, which is like if you thought people wouldn't notice, or if you didn't know, well now you know, and I did notice. So there you go then. I do love the models for these things, except possibly the wow, that was an ass kicking. Yeah, who would have thought 2 tigers against 1 bear would have won? Just so you know, it's realistic in the sense that 1v1, the bear just crushes it. Because it's, you know, it's a freaking bear. Also, tigers don't get thrown around a lot in this game. It is cool how they kind of roll around and fall over and all that jazz. Get out of the bush so we can see ya. It's got him by the face. Ouch. That does look very painful. So yeah, if anyone cares, like, both these two animals would be trying to maul with their front paws a lot more. And if you know what a primordial flap is, then you'd probably also know that big cat... Well, there you go then. Polar bear wins. Wow, just straight up trampling all over the place. You won! How do you feel? Feels good. I also love how their default AI just has them wander around when they've got nothing else to do. Kind of adds an element of, not quite realism, but believability to it. So yeah, Tiger should be using all 4 limbs to scratch things. But that, like, once again, that's nitpicking. So what else can we do? I have a list. So I should mention that 1v1, elephant versus T-Rex. It doesn't go well. I just want to see this again because it's fun. Also, multiple skins for T-Rex. So yeah, really doesn't go well. Nothing, if nothing else, because the T-Rex reaches right over the elephant's tusks and bites it in the face, and then that happens. And then throws it around. It looks really cool, and I love it. And ouch. And yeah, the T-Rex is basically unscathed, so the unit customization of this is fantastic. So you can create your own beast from scratch, just real impossible creatures kind of stuff, and there's weapons and armor and all this stuff. Also FPS element to this whole game, that I'll be showing off, hopefully. Will I show it off? Maybe I will. But in any case, one of the prefabs I did, and I'm not sure if I should show off all of them, but I will do that, is like I made an armored elephant, because you can stick blades and stuff, and bits of armor, and it's covered with ballista, and armor actually works kind of well in this game, because it just blocks damage. And because this thing has blades all over its face, Rexy has a bit of a hard time getting a grip on her. As you can see, the Rex is kind of mouthing. Whoa, you're spinning around too fast. And then filled with arrows. And that's how you solo a T-Rex with an elephant. Admittedly, if you look at the team scores, we got the armored elephant is actually a lot more expensive because ballistae cost money. So yeah, but of course, where there's actually I forgot what this whether this thing wins. Probably not. This is the first custom unit I made. It is exactly what it looks like. It's a T-Rex, but with another head instead of a tail. It's got gorilla arms with swords. It's got shields on its shoulders. It's got wings for absolutely no reason. So let's see who wins. I think I know who will win. Ow, that's a really painful mustache that the, what the hell did I call this? The Double King Rex is getting? Yep. It's also groovy how the weapons and armor and stuff, whoa. And that's why having a head on your arse doesn't actually help you in a fight. But having blades, armor, and medieval weaponry does. And now the corpse is just twitching. Alright, so that didn't work so well. But that's why I invented, this is one of my personal favorites. It's exactly what it looks like. It's the triple-headed Rex. So, just so you know, you can do all kinds of wacky stuff. You can take any kind of default unit, and you can stick stuff on them. So, say I can have an Ankylosaurus, and I can stick another limb on it. I can stick a giant-ass fist, like, on its head, like this, and that will punch, and it'll be functional. Wonderful physics-based animation stuff. But in any case, I love the triple-headed Rex. I don't know why. And if you're wondering why it appears to have tumors up there, that's because there is a bit of a gap in between the neck seam and the actual head itself, and that's why that's there. I just call it tumors because, frankly, anything with 3 heads has probably got a problem of some kind, so why not cancer? Or just growths, I guess. Calluses from all the neck exercise. So, I don't remember which one of these actually wins. My money's on the armored elephant, actually. Unless it gets pushed off the edge of the map, which is entirely possible. Yeah? Yep, that is exactly what happened. this is as good a time to mention that stats are a thing. So I should mention that our friend the Triple Rex has 3 times the health of a normal Rex, for no other reason than I thought that would be appropriate, because, I don't know, three heads gets 3 times as much nutrition. It's really, I don't know, 3 times as much stuff. So, yeah, it's a real hoot. And now I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna chuck this guy against 2 Spinosaurus, because that's hilarious, and it's roughly the same cost. You could argue that adding extraneous heads to a whoa, did the Rex just beat him down with his tail? I think so. It does mean that flanking the Triple Rex doesn't really do anything, because there's always a head waiting for you. It is amazing how this game just works. Damn. And she's barely scratched. Also, I just remembered another favorite matchup of mine is just putting a T-Rex against one of the fantasy things, a Hydra. I love the Hydra. Freaking love it. So this is always hilarious, because the Hydra actually has separate health bars for all of its heads. You see all the health bars there? So, yeah. Whoops, that is not what I meant to do. Also, the Hydra is pretty good against things like the Rex that can only attack one thing at a time, really. Also, I love how when the Rex just struggles to get a bite on something, it just kind of snaps a lot. Also, Hydra's teeth. This is why you brush your teeth, kids. Because otherwise you get really foul venom in your mouth that Hercules will use to kill things. So Hydra won that, and yet another reason why I invented the triple-headed Rex. I highly doubt that I'm the only one to have done that, by the way. But yeah. Triple-headed Rex. 3 times as much health. Jeez, I wonder how this is gonna go. Yummy! When you can't get all your heads in the game, it's really annoying. This one head over here is like, I want some. I want to break off a piece. I want to bite that. Uh-oh, this is not going well. Uh-oh, this Hydra knows jujitsu. Uh-oh. Okay, we're all good now. Rexy knows how to bite. That's more like it. Give him hell, Triple Rexy. Yep, I'm seeing floppy heads. That means heads are dead. Floppy head is dead head. Yeah, it's really the 3 times as much health thing. It doesn't, that's a bit of an advantageous thing. And of course, I've got to show off the other things in here, so I'll just chuck triple-headed Spinosaurus out here as well. Same thing. Tumors, much more obvious, unfortunately, because next seam needs to be plugged. Those are actually shrunken Spinosaurus torsos, by the way. It's quite handy how you can do that. But yeah, let's see who wins this one. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. See, that's never happened before, so, physics-based fight. Oh, jeez. It's going to the ground! It's going to the ground! At least one of these mutant dinosaurs knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but I don't know which one. Oh, there's a lot of blood, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, they're going for each other's tumors! That's a low blow. That is a low blow. Also, they're glitching the hell out. I have no idea who's gonna win this. They are grappling. Wow! Spinosaurus is having a good day of it. Rexy, oh, that's just rude. Rexy not doing so hot. My goodness. So yeah, we need to up our game then. Here is our, here's the geez, I wonder if, oh yeah, I should probably show off, some of the more fun things. Like, I mentioned more obscure stuff. Well, giant extinct crocodilians is definitely one of them. So how do you do against 3 of these guys? These guys are cool because they death roll. So, yep, so they do that, and, when they do that, they can send things cartwheeling, and it's amazing. I also try and hit... Yep, there's the death roll, just breaking your leg. Although when they do it on, yep, that's one giant extinct caiman down. Pururosaurus, by the way. If you don't know Pururosaurus, it is the most tanky-looking crocodilian-looking thing you've ever seen in your life. Yep, there's the death roll. So Spinosaurus apparently knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but Pururosaurus knows Judo. I love how I'm just referencing martial arts while talking about this physics-based game with mutant dinosaurs in it. That was fun. How about we combine all 3 into one? Yes, I have made a triple-headed Doomgator, which is called the Doomgator because Pururosaurus is hard to spell. So let's have a go there. And sticking extra heads on the croc actually works really well because, jeez, they're moving so fast. Well, yeah, sticking extra heads on the croc works really well. That, whoa! Easy, guys. Wow, they're really having at it. At this rate, they're gonna tie the Spino in knots. Yep, there's the Judo. There's the BJJ. Wow, I'm not sure how it got to this point that I'm joking that a giant extinct... Whoa, yeah, there's a flip, but it didn't work. It really didn't work. He does a pose. He does a pose and then he walks off. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so we should probably make something. I guess we can show off these things. So, triple-headed Spino, not doing so hot. And, because, again, 3 times as much health. You probably didn't see that. Yeah, the health multiplier is times 3. But that's okay, because I also have a Brachiosaurus, with just a whole bunch of golem arms attached. Which is hilarious. This is a good point to mention that the Brachiosaurus does not have 3 times as much health. It just has arms all over the place. Tried to make a Hecatonchires, and if you know what that is, you get a cookie. I failed because I didn't feel like sticking 100 arms on this. Oh dear. You fought well, Punchosaurus, but alas it was not to be. Alright, so Punchosaurus did not work. How about King Kong Snake Shoulders? Yeah, so, just so you know, there is, the mutant ape section is very interesting. This is 100% here for giggles. So here is Goro the Giant, totally not King Kong, because that would be copyright infringement. And we don't do that here. Although this guy is hilarious because, he grabs things, he punches things. Oh, those tumors are quivering. You wonder how he gets all those scars on his arms? Wow. Finishing off with a flourish. Damn, this triple-headed Spinosaurus is a show-off. He's friggin' showboating after the fight's over. How dare you? Well, once again, see what happens when I take regular King Kong, but I graft Titanoboa heads onto him. So, also, yes, 3 times as much health, because that's fun. Admittedly, those snake heads aren't doing much. Wow! There's a failed takedown. Woo! When there's too many heads, I just like sticking extra hit. Damn! Whoa! Ground and pound. Wow, is this UFC? Is this UFC 2021? Would not be surprised if it was. And now they're ground fighting. Except not really. Whoa. That looked cool. Just picked him up and dropped them. I should do slow motion replays of these. How's your health? Pretty good. Well, we found what beats triple-headed Spinosaurus. And this is as good a time to mention as any, is that there is a T-Rex head that fires a plasma beam. So this is an excellent time to show off the triple-headed T-Rex I made that does exactly that. No biggie. Yeah, someone has made Shin Godzilla using the means within this game. Yeah, so that went about as well as could be expected for our friend Snake Shoulder Gorilla Man. See, that is a face that is just regretting life decisions. And our triple-headed friend is just bored. Alright, so let's make something. So, there's all kinds of wacky things you can make, so I'm just going to quickly make a fun thing. So you have to decide animal base, all kinds of stuff. And I feel like... what do I feel like doing? I feel like making something like this, so... And Brachiosaurus template. I'm going to give it 3 times as much health. So that gives it a lot of health. Then I'm just going to graft something onto it. So heads. What can I stick on this? I'm going to stick an elephant head on it. Because no, I'm not going to stick an elephant head onto it. I'm going to stick... There's absolutely no reason to do this, but I want to. And I am going to give that a ×5 attack multiplier. Let's see. Pretty sure that this is not going to work at all. But you know what? Let's have a go. And of course, we're going to test it against... What's this? $135? What's $135? Modern mammal... I think that's exactly the wrong head to stick on this, by the way. Let's test against a Therizinosaurus. Because that's fun. Yeah, exactly the wrong head to stick on this. Yeah, the Brax stomps on people, by the way. Actually, you know what would be a super good idea? And punt it right off the edge of the map. Neato. Okay, wrong head for you. But what can we do? We can... let's go back to the elephant head. Yeah, that doesn't look weird at all. That's off-center, and that bugs me. And Alt, mouse scroll, you get this lovely thing right here. Man, this looks weird. Alright, so now we're going to need to add something on there. So, what shall we add? Limbs. Let's put... I like to put bone spikes in here. Oops. Well, okay. This head has a ×5 thingy, so yeah, let's go completely nuts with the tusks. Okay, that's probably a little bit too big. I put that on exactly backwards. Also, that's not the right... Also, this game has Control Z. It is the best thing in the world. Okay, we've got oversized tusks. We do need a tail. What kind of tail do we want? Whoopsie daisy. That tail too big. There we go. We've got... I don't know what this is. Alright, so... let's test that against a regular Brachiosaurus. And away you go. Bet you didn't think that something like this would ever grace your computer screen. Well, I've got news for you. It's here. It's here and it's weird. Yeah, this is not tremendously exciting. Also, the tail's not getting used at all. There really needs to be chainsaws to be used as weapons. Oh, you know what I did? I accidentally did that thing I do, where the Brachiosaurus has 3 times as much health. Which is totally fair, but doesn't make for good television. So let's actually, let's test against a T-Rex, because that's hilarious to me. I've got to replace that tail with something else. Oh, there's the health bar, and there it's gone. It's almost like just tripling base stats of things is a good way to get things done. Okay, just to finish off, I'm going to show you what happens when you take your thing, and I need to put a different tail on there, so I'm just going to put... You know what I'm going to put? I'm just going to put a massive bone spike here. There we go. That looks really weird. I regret everything. Purosaurus tail. Why not? There we go. That doesn't look weird at all. Okay, and I'm going to just, for giggles, strap some machine guns to the side of this. I'm going to set the damage to 1. Actually, I'm going to stick a machine gun right on top of this thing's head. That's not weird at all. Yep, that was a serious ass whooping. Well, thought, actually. Can our triple-headed friend take on this monstrosity? I don't know. Let's skip straight to the Plasma Rex, because that's hilarious. See, that's the thing with this game, you can just keep messing around in it, and it's hilarious. What is happening? You're shooting yourself, you fool. Is this what Ragnarok looks like? Who would have thought that something with 3 heads, each one of which breathes pure Armageddon, would be the winner? So yeah, that's Arbs for you. There's actually a lot more to show off in this game, so let me know if you want to see more of this. This game's super fun, and since it's in early access, there will be updates that will be really cool and fun to play around with, so be sure to let me know. And thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Thank you to all my current supporters, and I will see you next time in whatever game comes next. Hopefully with more triple-headed Tyrannosaurus Rex fun. Although I doubt many games would have the courage to make that possible. Don't you look at me. I didn't ask you a question, Mr. Plasma Triple Rex. Farewell.